Hello YouTube viewers, thank you so much for tuning in, and today I am going to give you a tour of the new miniature bakery that I have been working on. I did make some videos recently and they were more about the progress, separating certain things. Like one of the videos was only about those displays that you see there. There's one display here, another one here, and then there's another one there. So one of the videos was just on that. The other video was on the empty bakery, to start. So now I have finished, and I think this is the way I really like it. I really love the way it came out, so I won't be changing it anytime soon. So I want to give you a tour of what I have here. Okay, so let's start out in the corner here. You see that corner? Okay, you see down there, these are steps. These are pieces of wood that I placed there, so it looks like that's the exit, the entrance. So the customers go through there and they go out. So this is out. You see what I'm saying? It's a scenic view there. There's a lighthouse. So it's a bakery by the lighthouse. Other than that, you see two vending machines. One of them is a Coca-Cola machine, which I paid only $1 for, thrifting. And then I have this little ice dentine machine, which, you know what I'm saying? It's a vending machine for ice. But you know what this is, right? So I am using it as a vending machine. And it's the same height as the Coca-Cola vending machine, almost the same height. So other than that, I have people. Most of these people were a gift from my friend Gilda last year, and one of them I already had. Like I had this one I bought, I think, at the Dollar Tree, and then there's another one that I bought at the Dollar Tree. But the ones that my friend gave me, they don't stand alone. So what I did was I placed a little sticky thing right there that you get at the Dollar Tree, and I placed it inside the bottle cap so that they could stand on their own. There's no way that they're going to tip over. See what I'm saying? And then I have some people in sitting position. These tables I did share with you, and I'm not gonna touch it right now. I cannot touch it because if not, these people will fall over. But it's one of those pizza things that they put in the middle of the pizza pie, and all I had to do was just add this button here, and I have a few of those. So I made a few tables. You see what I'm saying? I have another one here with different chairs. Then I have this strip here. This is from a label maker. So I had this before I redid it, the bakery, and it said pineapple tasting day today, because I have some pineapples here and I have some LED lights. So this is really supposed to be the pineapple bakery by the lighthouse, let's say. Other than that, I have some decorative paper that I used. It's a candy theme, chocolate chip. Look at that. Decorative paper. And I think I got it at my favorite thrift store. I do buy pads at Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all that, but this paper was from the thrift store, I think. I don't always remember where I get what. So then I had another strip here, a plastic strip of a chocolate chip cookie theme. These autocollant muffins or cupcakes, I think that was from the Dollar Tree. Even the tile, the background, this white tile, that's from the Dollar Tree. So I covered that entire wall with that. This is an empty box of chocolate cakes. I made my own menus. This you've seen before when you buy a birthday cake. You usually buy those, or that comes with the cake, So I have a few of those. This is another one. That all just says that they have birthday cakes. Then there's a little clock there. There's another menu that I made. And then this that you see here, this plastic thing, I got at the Dollar Tree. And that was something that whatever item was in there had already finished. So that was just sitting on the shelf, just thrown on the side. So I asked for it and the Dollar Tree let me keep it. They usually don't do anything with that, with those things. You know, they don't recycle that. And then I have this other piece here, a 3-tier shelf with little cakes that I bought for $1 at my favorite, I think it was at my favorite thrift store, if not the flea market. Probably the flea market, I don't remember. Then this waitress here is from a drive-in restaurant, or you know, like a, what you call it, a diner that lights up. I have it in the basement because I use it for Christmas, but I'm using the waitress there. Then I have these little units. These are cosmetic compartments for lipsticks. I have the big one here. This one is the large one, which has a nice space there. And look at what I did there. So you have a board with the bread and the knife. That's a magnet. Then I have my handmade donuts in that corner and some jugs. Then I have something that looks like coffee in that large jug. So that is inside of that space, but next to it are the little cakes and cookies that I have made. And they're where you put the lipsticks in. So those are lipstick compartments. Now I have one that's just for that, lipstick compartments, this one. I love these pieces. I always come across them when I go to yard sales and flea markets. And I always have this vision for them that I could use them in a bakery. Look at that. Don't they look so real? These are all water bottle caps that I'm using as little trays. So I used clay and markers, you know, to make them look like cakes. So then there are more people here. The blonde lady is from the Dollar Tree. Then I have the soda fountain machine here. This is from Lego Pieces, as you can see, with some magnets there. And I happen to have the cups. The green one matches that one, so that's the 7-Up. I love this piece. Back there, I have a plastic organizer, which has a lot of space, enough for those big cakes. So I stored them back there because they were pretty big. I didn't want to congest this area with those. And then I have a large donut there with a tumbler and the Sweet 16 little pieces symbolizing, you know, they have the birthday cake supplies and all that. And this is from a magazine page, I believe it was. All these photos on cookies. I have some aluminum foil there and some trays. The trays are actually from eyeshadow from your cosmetics. Once you finish your eyeshadow, that piece comes out. Now next door, you see this metal thing here? Next door is a pizzeria, and I'll give you a separate tour on that. A pizzeria. So now that we saw these details here, let's see what else. You see that cake on that picture that says 2x3? That's a little paper that comes in the picture frame, like a wedding picture and all that stuff. So I took that out and I placed it here to announce that they make wedding cakes. The flooring is also decorative paper. The counter there says Godiva. That's a lid from the chocolate box. Then I have a little basket with apples there. What else? The cash register, paper bag, stuff to go that the customer is paying for. Then I have this clip here. This is a clip. I think I got this from the Dollar Tree one time. So I have this menu on this side, and then this other side says like Mr. and Mrs. Japna just got married, because I was using this for a wedding creation one time. But for the bakery, I'm using this side, the beverage side. And then what else? So there is more here, another display, which I added these transparent pieces of paper. This is transparent paper. I did it here too, to kind of cover the pastries, just like in a real bakery. You know, the customers can't touch the pastries. There has to be something there transparent that they could see through. So I did that here too. I took a marker and just wrote assorted pastries and cakes, Hershey's, chocolate, blah, 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 blah. So then I have this other unit here, more display for the cakes and cookies. And what else? Then I have these pineapples. These are really sweets that you place on cakes and all that stuff, but I never opened this package. And it'll always stay like that because I don't want to get ants and all that, but these are intact. I've never opened this. But this is perfect for this bakery. It's a pineapple bakery. And I think that this is it. I think that I've covered the entire thing. As I said, that is an exit next to the vending machines. I think that I covered everything here. Yes, I did. So tell me in the comments below, how do you like this bakery? You know, one of my favorite areas is that one right there, that large area where I place the jugs and all that, the bread. And of course, you know, the display slots where I could, you know, place the cookies and the cakes into each slot. So yes, I think that this is it. Stay tuned for the pizzeria, which will be a different tour. I hope that you have enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.